everybody, and welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that made it another week. Today in the news, I woke up feeling good, everything was fine, went to the internet, first thing I saw was this. So, it's gonna be that kind of day. GTA Plus for Grand Theft Auto Online. And if you are immediately recoiling from the implications, I do not blame you. According to the Rockstar webpage, GTA Plus is a new membership program exclusively for GTA Online on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. For $5.99 a month, you get member-only discounts, exclusive properties, vehicle upgrades, RP bonuses, $500,000 of in-game currency a month, plus you get access to special GTA Plus Shark cards for even more bonuses. And if right now you are thinking, what the hell is this? You are not the only one. We're all just kind of over here waiting for GTA 6, and they are milking this cow dry. Let's just ignore the fact that $500,000 a month is a pointless addition, since you can make that in like an hour or two, which if I were a player and seeing this information, I'd be worried they were gonna nerf that. Shark cards? Well, for those of you who are not up on the game and don't know about this microtransaction, basically you're paying real money for a card that is worth money in the game. But they are so ridiculously devalued because of the economy of the game that most cars, for example, are millions of dollars. So now you get lame microtransactions with a paid subscription service. And what's crazy is GTA, last I saw, made $6 billion. Billion with a B. And they're still trying to get more. But that's kind of been the plan all along. 5 years ago, in an interview over on GameSpot, Strauss Zelnick, CEO of Take-Two, said in an interview where he kind of puffs up gamers about knowing when they're really being ripped off, but then also says, you can't give stuff away for free in perpetuity. There's no business model in that. And then goes on to say, we are convinced that we are probably, from an industry view, under monetizing on a per user basis. But then assures us, we're not gonna grab the last nickel. But I guess that attitude lasted all of 5 years, give or take. The craziest thing about all of it is he's like, well, you can't just give away stuff forever. Yeah, that's why you make GTA 6 and sell us that. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. And in other news, since it's that kind of day, how much do you love subscription services? Because Sony has announced that it's combining PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now in an effort to compete with Xbox's honestly way better Gamepass. According to Bloomberg, customers will be able to choose from multiple tiers, offering catalogs of modern games and classics from older PlayStation eras. Don't even get me started on the multiple tiers part, but they go on to say, the even sillier bit of information, that Sony's service won't feature huge day one game launches, unlike Xbox, which I cannot stress is part of the reason why Game Pass is killing it. So why try to compete if you're gonna hamstring yourself before you even start the race? It makes no sense to me, but this is early information, and they may smarten up. This may change because apparently we're gonna find out more as early as next week. Speaking of Game Pass, I'd like to, at the end here, for our last story this week, just take a moment to address the fact that at GDC, Xbox had a panel about Game Pass that was related to kind of what we're talking about right now, so we might as well talk about that too. At their GDC panel, Xbox shares some stats that I think are fascinating to look at because it shows why it's such a success. At the moment, Game Pass has 100 games to download, including every Microsoft published game from day one. The result, according to the conference, was people playing 40% more games after joining, and 30% tried out new genres of games they might have skipped over if they had to pay full price. Adding and cycling in new games saw at least a 3.5 times increase in player numbers compared to games not on Game Pass. And that number jumped up to 8.3 times as many for older hits and 15 times as many for indie titles. Adding a new game to Game Pass led to more people talking about it online and more people streaming it. It's a really cool, if not, completely corporatized, self-serving look into Xbox's Game Pass, but it shows you why I think a lot of people in the industry see Game Pass as being pretty awesome and a great deal, and why a lot of gamers are into it, because, it is. So whatever Sony's plan is with all the buying up companies and creating a Game Pass-like system and all this stuff to compete with Xbox. I feel like if anything, they should be the ones watching this video, not just you or me. Anyway, that is it for the news this week. Thank you so much for all the support and the likes and the thumbs up and the sharing and all that you do to make this community grow. It's awesome. I appreciate you so much. I also appreciate everyone over on patreon.com/Jesse Cox, especially Jasmine, Jason Bowling, and Ashley Leatherman. Thank you all so much. That is it for 5 Minute Gaming News this week. I'll see you all on Monday.